to cast on to double pointed needles and begin knitting in the round, if you're doing it with 4 double pointed needles, you're going to start by casting onto one needle, and then you're going to divide the stitches up and form a triangle. Now I've cast 14 stitches onto this needle, and I want to divide it evenly between 3 needles. Of course 14 doesn't divide evenly into 3, that's why I picked that number. I want to show you that you can just estimate. So I'm going to do 5 stitches on one needle, 5 stitches on the other needle, and 4 on the third needle, and that'll get us to 14. So what I'm going to do, we'll start with this. This is the last stitch that I cast on. I'm just going to slide it. Put the needle in as if to purl. Slide it over. If it gets a little bit loose, give it a tug. In as if to purl. Slide it over. 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 Okay. And for the second one, I'm going to switch 4 and leave 5 on the last needle. So just let it hang like this. In as if to purl. Slide it over. In as if to purl. Slide it in. Slide it in. Slide it. Now you can see I got 5 stitches left. I'm hoping you can see this pretty easily. I'm using large needles and bulky yarn. Now what you're going to do is you're going to form a triangle. I'm trying to get the working yarn a little out of the way here. Okay. You're going to take the 3 needles. They line up like so, with the stitches pointed downward on all of them. You don't want to twist it. If you twist it, you're going to have a nightmare configuration. You're going to then turn them into a triangle, and this is your triangle. Stitches should all still point downward. This is your triangle. This is the last stitch I knit from, right here. So this, right next to it, is going to be the first stitch I'm going to knit into. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the needle, insert it as to knit. I'm going to take the working yarn, and I'm just going to wrap as to knit onto this 4th needle, pull through as to knit, pop this stitch off the needle, so we should always do a knit stitch, and then I'm just going to pull it so that it's really tight up against this needle here. I'm going to do another stitch. Don't worry about this other needle back here. It's just hanging out, just waiting for you. It's just going to hang there. Just ignore it. I'm just going to knit across these 5 stitches. At this point, your round is joined. And you can see the needles naturally form this sort of a loose triangle formation. And that's all it takes to get started working in the round in double pointed needles.